Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. So today we will understand the full concept of support and resistance, alright? First we'll cover the theory and after that I'll show you on a real trading chart, alright? So first we'll understand what a support level is, then what a resistance level is, what a breakout is, and what a breakdown is, alright? And there are some things that beginners should always remember, which I will tell you, and at the end we'll look at a trading example on a real chart. Okay, so let's start with support and resistance. So first, let's understand support. Support is the price level where the market repeatedly goes down and stops, and from there, the price moves upward. Alright? This means that buyers are active at that level. Alright? That's why the price isn't able to fall here. Okay, the market keeps touching its support level and bouncing back. This means that the market isn't able to go down from here. It means there aren't any sellers here. The buying pressure is high at this level. Alright, now let's understand resistance in the same way. So what is resistance? Resistance is the level where the price goes up and gets rejected repeatedly, alright? For example, here the price keeps going up and getting rejected. So this is our resistance level. Okay, and to put it simply, we consider support as the floor for the price and resistance as the ceiling. Alright, so just like there's a ceiling above, that's the ceiling on the upper side. And just like there's a floor below, here that's the support. Okay, so what are the key points to remember? So support is the demand zone, alright, and resistance is the supply zone. Okay, so levels can flip, meaning support can become resistance and resistance can also become support. Okay, so now let's understand what a breakout is. So what is a breakout? A breakout, as you can see here, the market was moving sideways. Then on the upper side, you can see there's resistance. If the market, after moving sideways for quite some time, breaks the resistance, we call that a breakout. It means that here the ceiling has been broken. Alright, it means that here buyers are becoming most aggressive. From here, the market can go up, but we have to wait for confirmation. Sometimes the market comes back to retest the level, so always pay attention to that. Alright, so if you look here, the price breaks above the resistance level, which indicates increased buying pressure. And from here, there's a strong chance of an uptrend. Okay, always look for a confirmation signal. Now, let's understand breakdown. This is how a breakdown looks. As you can see here, there is support. Alright, if the market breaks the support and moves down, that's called a breakdown. This means that sellers became quite aggressive here, the support was broken, and the market moved down. Okay, so when support is broken, that's called a breakdown. Okay, and always remember you have to wait for confirmation and only then take a trade. And what are the things you need to remember? Let's take a look at them. So, plan your trade means you need to have your trade planned out, you should have a clear strategy in advance, alright. You shouldn't just take any trade impulsively. Alright, so manage risk. The second point is to manage risk. Use a stop loss, okay, and keep your emotions under control. You shouldn't be so happy just because your trade is winning. If your trade ends up in a loss, you shouldn't get too upset and then out of sadness place a lot of trades. Basically, you need to keep your emotions in check and always follow the trend. For example, if the market is in an uptrend, you should only take trades in the uptrend. Alright, sometimes it reverses for a bit here, but you need to see where the market is moving overall. Okay, and fifth, wait for confirmation here. You should only take a trade here after confirmation. And six, you need to keep up your learning. Alright, keep learning means you need to keep gaining knowledge. And seven, stay updated with the news, okay? So you can see that we've covered everything. Here, we've looked at the support level, the resistance level, we've seen breakout and breakdown, we've gone over things to remember, and now we're about to move to the real chart. So let's go. Alright guys, we've now come to our real chart, and from here I'll explain things to you more clearly. Alright, so first I'll take the horizontal lines here, and remember one thing, you always need to understand things patiently, okay? You shouldn't be in any hurry, otherwise you won't be able to understand things. Alright, you need to stay focused on every single point. Okay, so first I'm marking the support and resistance here. Alright, I've placed the support and resistance on the upper side. Similarly, look here on the lower side, the market has come down and gone up twice from here. That means we'll also place support and resistance here. Alright, and if you see, the market is currently moving within this support and resistance. Okay, and from here I feel that the market could go up from this point, so I'm taking a buy trade here. Alright, and just like before, when the market went up from here, touched its resistance, and then came down, the same thing could happen this time as well. Okay, so that's why I've taken a buy trade here, and if the market goes up, touches its resistance level, and forms a red candle, then I'll take a down trade. Alright, so this is how support and resistance work. Keep watching ahead and you'll understand things even better. First, look here, the market came down from above and stopped right at this last support level. This means the market can go up from here. Alright, so the previous history could repeat itself here. Just like what happened in the market before, let me show you by moving to the backside here. So look here. Earlier the market touched this point twice and then went up. Alright, so the same thing could happen this time as well. Okay, so you need to understand things properly, and after understanding, you should take the trade, alright? And you need to take the trade patiently. Let's wait a bit until this candle closes. Okay, so our trade has become profitable here. Alright, so we've booked a pretty good profit here. Now I'll wait for the market to reach its resistance level, okay? If it forms a red candle after touching its resistance, that means sellers are becoming active here. Alright, so it's very important to wait for confirmation. Okay, so let's meet again later. Alright guys, so as you can see here, the market has come up quite a lot. So now I won't miss my opportunity here, and I've taken a buy trade because the buying pressure is increasing here, and previously the market has gone up from this point, and here as well the market went up, right? And from here too, there are chances that the market will go up just like before. Okay, so if the market forms a red candle after reaching its resistance, then we'll take a down trade next. So let's wait for that first, and then we'll see what our next trade will be. Alright, now we just need to wait a little bit, okay? And in trading, the most important thing is patience. If you don't trade patiently, your trade could end up in a loss. As I told you earlier, I took my trade after waiting a little bit. If I had taken a down trade earlier, it would have been a loss for me. That's why I waited a bit and the market went up. From this, I realized that the market could go further up from here. Okay, and here our trade also seems to be turning profitable. In a bit, our trade here will also become profitable. Alright, and here you can see how many times the market has broken its resistance. This means that buyers are quite aggressive here, and our trade has now become profitable. Now my target is that from here, the market will touch its very first resistance. That's what I think. That's why I'm taking a buy trade here. Alright, you can see here that ever since the market has moved up, not a single red candle has formed. This means that the buying pressure here is quite strong. So taking a down trade here would be considered foolish on your part. That's why you should always trade with the trend. That's why I took a buy trade. And here it seems to me that the market might touch its upper resistance and then come down. Because as you can see here, the market has touched this resistance several times before and then moved down. So the same thing could happen this time as well. Alright, so first we'll wait for this trade to close. After that, we'll prepare for the next candle. Okay, as I told you, if the market forms a red candle after reaching the resistance, it means there's a chance the market could reverse from here. Okay, so let's wait for this candle to close first. And if you want to join my Telegram channel, the link is in the description. You can join from there. Alright, and if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like it and send a red heart in the comments to inspire me. Okay, so our trade has become profitable here, and we've also booked a pretty good profit. Okay, so this is the resistance. Alright, the market came up from here, and if the market forms a red candle after touching this resistance, then I'll take my trade downwards. Alright, I've made my mindset completely clear and set. So in the same way, you need to keep things absolutely clear. Okay, so after waiting a little, I'll see you again. Okay guys, so here you can see that the market has broken its resistance. After that, a red candle formed, which means a reversal is about to happen here, and the market is going to touch its support. So here, I can place a sell trade. Alright, if a red candle hadn't formed here, I would have taken a further buy trade. So this is how support and resistance work. Okay, so you always have to wait for confirmation, and only then should you place your trade. Second thing, you need to have patience, alright. First, you have to let the market reach that level, the resistance. After that, you should take the trade, or let it reach the support and then take the trade. Okay, so it's very important for you to have patience and to keep your emotions under control in everything. Alright, if you want to do trading, it's very important to keep your emotions in check. You shouldn't be getting extremely happy or extremely upset all of a sudden. You need to stay completely neutral, understand trading, analyze the chart here, and then take your trade. Alright, and what am I doing here? Here I am covering the wick. The red candle has an upper wick. This shows that there is a lot of seller pressure in this zone. So if the market comes into this zone, it will go down. Alright, so if I had taken a buy trade here, that would have been foolish of me. Besides, my trade here has already become profitable. Okay, so I will explain the concept of wicks in the next video. Until then, goodbye. This was the last trade of today. Thank you so much for watching.